What's going on, guys? Happy Monday. Welcome back to the technology channel. We've got an install video here for some RAM and a 15-inch MacBook Pro. I know I've done the 13-inch probably twice now on different YouTube channels, but the 15-inch is ever so slightly different. I had a couple people ask some questions, so I figured out I'd just go ahead and might as well do this. A couple days ago, I tweeted a link to this. This is 16 gigs of RAM for any MacBook or MacBook Pro over the last couple years. And Newegg had this deal for $174.99, and they gave a code to a $25 discount. So when you applied that, there's no tax, it was free shipping. I ordered it maybe a week ago. It wasn't the quickest shipping, but hey, $150 for 16 gigabytes of RAM is very good. I'm aware that it's not high quality, high performance RAM. It's Corsair, which is a relatively dependable, as it says on their package here, stable, reliable, equals compatible. So it's not too bad, but we're going to go ahead and turn this over and go over the process to upgrade this. I'm working on a wood table. I don't need any more scratches in this, so I'm just going to do that and turn it over like that. You're going to notice 10 screws. We have it orientated right now with the hinge in the back and the latch where you would open it or put your finger in to open it in the front. The 3 screws here on the top are going to be longer, so we can start with those. These are the only 3 that are long, and they're all the same length, these top 3. So if you have a small screwdriver and you just pull these out, you'll notice that they're going to be significantly longer than the other ones. I'll go ahead and speed up the video while I do this. Okay, now that we've got all 10 screws off, I probably should have told you this before, but it's very important you don't do this whether your computer is, of course, on or sleeping, because it's not going to wake back up again after you do this. At least it'll have to do another cold boot. But we haven't done anything that would affect that anyway. So if it's sleeping, just turn it over now. Be careful, this is loose, and power it off completely. The back lifts up pretty easily if you can get back there by the hinge, get a couple fingers under it, and just pull up. Gets out of the way like this. Well, you have it off. You might as well clean any dust off the battery or near the fans in the back that may have accumulated over the last, who knows how long since you've opened it up last. You can see that I already have an SSD in this. This has 8 gigabytes of RAM currently. This is Apple RAM. When I customized this from Apple.com, I had them put in 8 gigs, so it looks like they used Hynix 4 gig chips. No surprise. But taking this out is really simple, as I've already done it without filming it very much here. I'll readjust the camera and I'll put the bottom one back in as it would be as you see it when you open it. There are 2 tabs on either side. The RAM is going to be right on top of the battery and below both fans. There's 2 tabs. If you pull both of them at the same time away from the RAM, it's going to pop up maybe a 20-degree angle, and then you're just going to slide it out. The top one is easier than the bottom one because the bottom one is on bottom, but try to hold it from the sides like this. Don't touch the gold, don't touch the different banks on the actual card. Put those aside, and it's just going to be a reverse process with our new product, which is probably going to take me forever to open, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay, had to get some scissors on that. Putting it back in is, well, with one slight change, the same as taking the other ones out. If you hold it up like this, you're going to notice a notch right here. You want to align this notch with the corresponding bump over here so you put it in the right way. Obviously do the last one first, or the bottom one first. Push it in, make sure the gold slides into the actual socket, and then push it straight downwards. It'll click into place. And same thing with the other one. Make sure that notch is right. Put it in, push it in towards the hinge of the computer, and then push it straight down. You're done. Put your back cover back on, put your 10 screws in, remembering that the 3 on the top of the machine are going to be the longer screws, and we'll turn it over and see if it worked. Alright, 2 minutes later we got those 10 screws back in. I'm going to go ahead and boot it up here. I don't really expect it to be any faster with tasks like this. I think I'm going to notice the performance increase when working with, say, virtual machines in Adobe Photoshop, Final Cut Pro, stuff like that, where it needs to reserve a lot of system resources in the way of RAM. So you're going to notice the SSD does make this thing boot up pretty quickly here. It already is complaining about Wallpaper Wizard, but if we go up there, about this Mac, there it is, 16 gigabytes, 1333 megahertz DDR3. We can also check by opening up Activity Monitor. Going over to system memory and seeing that we have 13.93 gigabytes available with 2.06 already used. So it's amazing to me that people are still using Macs with 2 gigs of RAM when mine just boots up and it's already wasting now 2.08 gigs of RAM, simply sustaining OS X Lion. So hopefully this helped you out in figuring out how to upgrade a 15-inch MacBook Pro's RAM. It's really a very simple process. The only skills you require to do this successfully is the knowledge of how to use a screwdriver, and I'm pretty sure that's pretty popular. So leave some comments and thoughts and whatever you want down below. I'll probably read them and reply to them. Check out our technology-oriented blog, techinform.us, and my Twitter is twitter.com/JamesRSchultz. Please subscribe if you like what you saw, and I'll talk to you in a future video. Bye-bye.